So the next day, when Baba was just walking in Guru Prasad veranda, he just put me a question, whether I had replied the letters. I just nodded and said, yes, Baba. Then Baba specifically asked me whether I had replied that lady. I laughed. I smiled. Baba again put me the question. And again I smiled. And then Baba got angry with me and said, well, I'm asking you a question and you are just smiling. What's that? I replied, Baba, you asked me to write her about the address of Anna 104. But he has passed away. So how can I write about him to her? Baba said, that's not your business. I had asked you to write and you had to write. Then he made me stand there. Rather, I just got the postcard and stood there and wrote the reply, read out to Baba, and then only Baba allowed me to go for some other work. Whenever Baba used to give orders, we had to follow them literally. That's what he meant by this. In the correspondence, well, during our stay I just remember that one day there was a letter and in which the writer has said, there was a poem or a song, something like that, and he said that while reading out this letter, he would like someone dancing before Baba. And the letter was being read by Pukar, and Pukar is a huge person. And so Baba said, well, that's the wish of my lover, and so while you are reading, you have to dance before me, and poor Pukar has to do that feat of dancing before Baba. Well, Baba naturally became very happy and we too enjoyed the fun. Many replies were sent by telegrams. Just a telegram from Baba conveying his love and blessings has also worked wonders with many people. That's all.
Well, what happened?
And again, Baba lovers were very free in expressing their life with Baba. And so some of the Baba lovers, when they would be very seriously ill, they would naturally write to Baba about it. And Baba would send his love blessings. Once it so happened that one of the Baba lovers in Calcutta, who had worked for Baba in that part, had a fall, had a fractured limbs, and he was very serious. In the beginning, of course, his wife sent telegrams to Baba about his health. And then Baba had a telegram that that particular Baba lover had started abusing Baba. Hearing this, Baba again sent a telegram that the abuses from his lovers are far acceptable to him than the praises of those who hypocritically just admire him. So in this way, whatever Baba used to convey had a special and specific effects on the persons concerned.
What did you mean hypocritically admire him?
Yeah. By this I mean that there are some people who only used to come to Baba for their material benefits. And Baba never wished that. If one really feels that he should find the God within himself, and that's why they should go to Sadguru, and that's why they should come in contact with Baba, well, then they were expected to write to Baba about these things. But just to fulfill their mundane needs, if they write to Baba, Baba used to say that they are just hypocritical lovers. They are not for me. They are just for the world. As far as miracles are concerned, Baba would not pay much importance to them. Once, while giving darshan, some 2-3 persons came and stood before Baba. When they were leaving Baba's room, Baba just signed to me to contact a certain person. I went outside and had a talk with him, and then I learned that though quite young, I think he was just 18 or 19, and also there were some who were just his followers too, and he had that special capacity, ability of healing. If somebody has a headache, and if he just put his hand over the head, well, the man would feel relieved. He had also performed some petty miracles. And then I learned why Baba, among so many men, asked me to contact him. Then after some talk, he put me the question whether it's good to use this power of healing. What would be Baba say about it? I told him frankly that Baba's opinion, Baba has no opinion, and I am not in a position to interpret what he says, but only what I have gathered from Baba. So I said, well, Baba wishes that by using the power, in the beginning, you may feel that you are just doing some selfless service to the people. But slowly and slowly, you get addicted to it by the respect and regard that you have from the persons. And finally, this ability, which has helped others in the beginning, becomes the cause of great bindings for the person who uses such abilities. When that same person visited Baba again, Baba asked Erach to give me a special letter. In it, one of the Baba lovers had expressed the experiences of levitation or just floating in the air and just seeing things, clairvoyance, clairaudience. These experiences were put in that letter by that particular lover. So Baba asked me to read out that letter to that young man and then tell him that all these experiences mean nothing. So, about miracles I may say that Baba didn't give any importance to the miracles that had happened to his lovers, but he just wanted us to see at them as we pass through the garden of love as we go and go near Baba. Thank you. Well, you asked me, what did I expect from Baba during my contact with him? Here I would like to state that in 1943, when I heard about him, I felt like writing to Baba. And I wrote to him too. Waited for the answer. Baba was on some must trip. And when he returned, the letter, a small postcard, was read out to him. And Adi wrote me the reply, in which Baba had permitted me to ask him any question I like, and that Baba would answer the question. To this letter I replied, Baba, one can ask questions only on the subject one knows, at least a bit of it. And I know nothing of the spiritual path. And so, I would not like to ask, nor do I feel fit to ask you any question, but I would like to learn the first alphabet of spirituality at your feet. And I tell you that during my stay and visits and meetings with him from 1944 to November 1968, I have not personally put him any question about these things. I just always felt that to be in his presence was enough for one and it was the best thing that one could have. That's all.